word in Dutch, please.
Ja, het zijn natuurlijk lastige omstandigheden nu, maar ja, hopelijk wordt het natuurlijk een spannende wedstrijd. Dus ja, we gaan er het beste van maken.
Thank you. It's a lovely reception, isn't it, Daniel, from all the Turkish fans here. They're just so happy to have racing back here. And what about you? How are you feeling about the race? You've got a new engine.
Yes.
What did you just say to Checo?
25 more horsepower.
Come on.
Come on.
I guess.
Yeah, it's cutting our losses really from qualifying. So it's obviously qualifying was not great, and the penalty is going to be inevitable at some point. So, you know, it would hurt to have to take it when we have, you know, a strong qualifying. So it's yeah, obviously a bit of a strategic thing.
And obviously the weather is looking a bit tricky at the moment. Are you going to be hoping for a bit more rain to mix things up?
Yeah, I think, you know, these conditions it's always a bit nicer when you're towards the back. Yuki needs a high chair. But yeah, it's all good. I'm happy to wake up with these conditions. I think at the back, you know, it gives us opportunity to do a little more. That's the plan at least.
So if it stays like this, you'll start on the inters? It's not dry enough yet for slicks?
Yeah, right now it's still inters. It's still there's still a lot of standing water, but it's, yeah, I mean, I'm not giving anything away. It's not dry enough yet.
Okay, good stuff. Have a great race. Thank you.
You too. Enjoy watching, everyone.
Thank you very much. Right, Lando.
I'm in.
Well, we thought we'd get you on a double-decker bus just to make you feel at home.
Thanks, I am. It's just the perfect wrong height for me. I can't see anything.
Yeah. And the rain makes you feel at home as well.
It does. Beautiful British weather here.
So how are you feeling about the race?
I mean, I'm excited. Good opportunities, I think, can come our way when it's weather like this. Over the past few weekends, when it has been this kind of weather, we've been doing a good job. So yeah, I'm excited. A few flashbacks of Russia, but no, I'm excited. You know, we can go forwards from here. So yeah, looking forward to it.
It's that crossover, isn't it, that's so crucial in choosing the right tyre at the right time, as you well know from Sochi.
Yeah.
What are your predictions in terms of the weather here? It seems as if it's easing.
Yeah, it's easing, but it's, you know, just cold and windy still. Not much sun. So without the sun, it's not going to dry very quickly. But we'll wait and see. It is going to be, it's still a long race. So there's still that chance it can dry out and get onto slick. So like you said, choosing that time of when to pit and so on. Taking a risk, not taking a risk, it's all to play for. Yeah, good opportunity, like I said, for us to just gain a few positions. I'm not expecting a lot because pace-wise, I don't think we have the best car out there, but we can still have a good race.
Have a great one. Thanks a lot. It's a bit of an awkward height, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like either
you're above or below.
You're either not tall enough or too short, I don't know, but it's right in the middle.
And what about the conditions? They're in the middle as well. I mean, it's stopped raining, but there is no sun, so it's tricky in terms of track conditions. What do you predict is going to happen?
I mean, clearly different than our predictions yesterday night, and no, I mean it's not easy. It's going to be challenging, but at the same time, we were very competitive yesterday with the Inter. So yeah, really excited to see how it's going to go for us.
I feel like you're due a really strong weekend. You know, after the frustrations of Monza and Russia, and you're looking so quick all weekend here. Can you go for a podium?
Yeah, I think it's not impossible. You know, we clearly showed some really strong pace. We're starting in fourth position, and yeah, we'll try to fight for everything, and if we can end up on the podium, that will be amazing.
Fantastic. And a quick word in French, please.
Ouais. Non, vraiment très bonne journée hier. On a eu une très bonne qualif. On part en 4e position, donc ça va être. C'est des conditions aussi. C'est des conditions que j'aime beaucoup. On était rapide hier sous la pluie, donc on va essayer de répéter cette performance et j'espère aller chercher un très très bon résultat.
Merci beaucoup. Bonne chance. And Yuki, how are you feeling about these fairly tricky conditions? You're tucked inside the top 10. I know you were disappointed not to be higher up the order yesterday, but you start in 9th. What can you expect from the race?
For me, it's really positive because yesterday I fitted soft tire in qualifying 2, and which means if it's dry today, I have to fit a soft tire, which is quite tough for the race stints. But I think I don't have to wear soft tire. I think we're gonna start all intermediate, and it's gonna be a tricky start. And I don't think it's gonna be last year. Everyone's sleeping around, but at least it's gonna be it's gonna messy start. So yeah, try to survive first lap, and we see what's after that the pace.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, Turkey in the wet is certainly a place that you've excelled at in the past, putting it on pole here last year. I know the race itself was a little trickier for you, but you've got some great memories of this place, haven't you?
I do, yeah. I mean, last year was great here. Up until halfway through the race, we were leading the race, and then it went a little bit downhill. But I'm really looking forward to today. Conditions are going to be tricky. I don't really think it's going to dry up, if it stays like this. So. Should be interesting.
It doesn't look like there's a break in the cloud, does there? Everywhere you look, it's that kind of grey-white kind of sky.
Yeah, it's that little drizzle in the air. It's pretty cold too, so it should be fun.
Okay, we'll have a great race. Thank you very much. You just sense pure joy from these fans, don't you, sir? Because they were waiting for nearly 10 years to get racing back here, and then they couldn't come last year, so they are making the most of it now.
Yeah, good point. Well, we've got similar conditions to last year, so we had, I think, a good race last year overall. There was lots of stuff happening, so yeah, I don't mind it's wet. I actually prefer, so let's see what kind of a race we will have.
Well, as you say, you've got a podium here. Can you do that again? Can you emulate that? Or at least a decent haul of points?
If it's wet, I think we have more chances, but we're definitely not the favourites, but we're still, I'm quite keen to race in the wet, so I don't mind. It might dry up, but at the moment it doesn't look like the sun is coming out, so we will see.
Great stuff. Can we have a word in German, please?
Ja, ich habe viele deutsche Flaggen gesehen da draußen, also vielen Dank für die Unterstützung und ja, wir werden auf jeden Fall heute Spaß haben. Das Wetter ist nicht so gut zum Zuschauen, aber zum Fahren ist vielleicht umso besser für uns. Danke.
Danke. George, when's the last time you went on an open top London bus?
I don't think I've ever been on an open top London bus, to be honest. I've ticked that off my bucket list. I wasn't expecting to do it around Istanbul. Oh, hang on.
I feel like you need to duck for that, but you're okay.
Yeah, we're all right. I don't think some of the guys back there have noticed it, but yeah, it's pretty miserable today, to be honest. I feel for the fans, but it should make for an exciting race. I think it's going to be Inters for the majority, but if a dry line comes and moving on to slicks, that'll also make it quite interesting, so looking forward to it.
I felt like you were a bit emotional yesterday, for obvious reasons. You were on such a strong lap when you had the issue. How do you sort of draw a line under that and move forward into the race?
Yeah, I mean, definitely really disappointed yesterday. I think, we could have qualified inside the top 7. Was definitely in that Q2 lap was on course for probably the top 5, to be honest, which was really, really great from our side. But, it's done now. There's nothing you can change about it, and we've got to focus on the race. And ultimately, points to score today, lots of opportunity, and just got to make sure we make a good start.
Great. Have a great race. Thanks a lot. So you benefit by 1 place because of Daniel's new engine. And you said that the car felt great in Russia. How do you think it's going to feel here?
Yeah, I mean, I think from the limited wet running we had yesterday, I mean, the track surface is really, really grippy, so it's actually quite enjoyable to drive. And yeah, I mean, even in qualifying, the car was feeling really good. I think we were just unlucky with the timing, just not setting a lap when the track was at its driest. So I think we could have easily progressed. And again, when you see what the potential of the car was with George, it's a bit disappointing to be starting so far back. But at the same time, the opportunities today with the weather, there's a lot that can happen. So we're going to try and take advantage of it.
Have a great race. Thanks a lot. Well, Lewis, it's not dissimilar conditions to last year, and we know that that was the scene of a great win for you. So what are your chances of emulating that today?
I mean, I don't know. All I know is it's cold. It's so cold, but we have a good crowd here.
I mean, you expect Turkey to be a bit warmer, don't you?
Yeah, definitely. It's like English weather normally. It's actually nicer in London, actually, the weather just recently. So, but no, I mean, today it's going to be tough. It's damp, it's drizzling. The track's a lot different to the last year when we were here, so it's a different type of race. I don't think any of us really know what will happen today, but of course I've got to move forward, so I'll be pushing as hard as I can. There's
certainly some associated risks with starting where you are. So many competitive midfielders all around you, aren't there?
Yeah.
You have to sort of pick your way through that first couple of laps.
Yeah, I mean, it's not my first time in that area, so I'll try and navigate the best way and safest way I can through. But you know, they're great drivers around me, so naturally all wanting to move forward at the same time too. So hopefully we'll have fair racing.
Great stuff. Have a great race. Thank you very much. And Valtteri, it's an interesting one, isn't it? You're starting from pole today, inherited because of Lewis's penalty. Is this your best chance of a win? How much of a team game can you play together?
Well, for sure, it's a good chance for the win. But it seems like every race now it's raining, and of course that will always mix things up and a bit more unpredictable. But still, in a good place to start, and at least what gives me confidence, the car has been feeling good in any condition this weekend, so that's good. And in terms of team games, you know, obviously I need to focus on my race. Lewis is a bit behind, but he will for sure fight and try to be as high as possible.
Fantastic. Have a great race. Thank you very much. Fernando, yesterday was fantastic. You were buzzing, very rightly so. And we've seen you make some great starts, so what chance of your first podium of the season?
I don't know. I think we have to be realistic and knowing that the podium possibility is quite far, still quite far. I think our natural position will be a little bit like 7th, 8th or something like that, but let's see. I think with this weather, the race can be quite crazy with inter, dry, or whatever type that we select in different moments of the race. So we have to stay calm, very focused, because a mistake can be a killer. So yeah, we need to perform a good race today.
Y en español, por favor.
Bueno, tenemos una carrera delante muy interesante. Seguramente con el tiempo pues se puede convertir en una lotería en algún momento, así que tenemos que tener mucha concentración, elegir bien los neumáticos que poner en cada momento y esperar a sumar buenos puntos.
Muchas gracias.
Gracias.
Can you explain to me what drifting divergence of setup means? Because that was the explanation for the difference between you and Fernando in quali yesterday.
No, it is not really the explanation, but you know, we will skip that for now. I think the important is for us to look ahead on the race and what we are going to be able to achieve. It's going to be an interesting race, you know, completely reset of conditions, and yeah, the aim is to get back into the points, because yeah, I think a lot of things are going to happen, so hopefully we can take advantage of that.
It's a quick car, isn't it? I mean, you've got a good chance of getting into the top 10.
For sure, yeah, it is you know, working. You know, on Fernando's side, you know, we have the baseline, which is really work, and that's the aim. You know, we need to get back into the point score to keep our 5th place in the Constructor Championship alive.
Merci beaucoup. En français, s'il vous plaît.
Oui, ça a été une qualif un peu difficile, mais c'est pas grave parce que voilà, aujourd'hui il y a de l'eau, il pleut, et il y a possibilité voilà, de remonter tout simplement dans le top 10. C'est ce qui va être notre objectif, donc on va tout faire pour ça.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci.
Bonne chance. Nick, a fantastic performance yesterday. What chance of your first points in Formula One today?
Well, weather looks to be a bit wet, which is obviously good for us. So hopefully we'll be able to take our opportunities and go a bit forwards.
Fantastic. In German, please?
Ja, hoffentlich wird es ein gutes Rennen. Es ist natürlich nass, wie erhofft. Von daher hoffentlich können wir ein bisschen nach vorne gehen und mit den anderen kämpfen.
Dankeschön. Danke. And how are you feeling about today? I mean, similar conditions to yesterday. It doesn't look like improving all that much. How are you feeling about the race?
Well, I think it will make for an exciting race. I remember watching it last year and really wanting to be in the gamble. So I think it's going to stay wet for a quite long time, which gives Haas a good opportunity, and I'll try to capitalize from that.
Fantastic. Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
So you both benefit from a place advantage with Daniel's engine change. So
what a big change!
Yeah, it's good.
Big news.
This is huge. This is huge. This could be your day, Kimi. And it's raining, and there's going to be a mix-up of the order. You're both in the points, aren't you?
We're going home today.
Stop it.
So
what kind of race can we expect, or is it impossible to make predictions?
Yeah, it's impossible. See what the condition will be. For sure, we don't start from a great position, but you never know. When it's like this, maybe like you say, everything can happen, and hopefully we can get the opportunity if it's there.
Thank you. In Italian, please.
Sì, non sappiamo le condizioni come saranno, adesso sono ancora un bel po' bagnate, quindi quando è così magari ci può essere l'opportunità, e se ci sarà dobbiamo essere bravi a coglierla.
Thank you very much. Have a great race. And Kimi, do you enjoy these opportunities? Does it feel like an opportunity when the weather's like this? Because the Alfa Romeo has a chance to do something a bit different.
Well, it's the same for everybody, obviously, but today I prefer to be like this rather than dry where we start. But I don't know if it's going to give us anything better. But looks like it might start at least on a wet, and then we'll see what happens.
Thank you.
Careful.
Careful with this.